you guys definitely know that I got a little heated about the Rooney Rule and like whatnot. But today is Thursday. It is a new day. We're going to discuss the Rooney Rule a little bit more. We're going to really dive deep into the Dallas Cowboys hiring. And we're going to get Marcus, the Sports Freak's first NFL draft top 10 of the 2020 season here. So it is Thursday, and we have to welcome Marcus on the phone here. Marcus, how are you doing today, man?
I'm doing good, Michael. How's it going?
You know what, man? It's been a long time since me and you have talked. If you guys do not know Marcus and myself do another podcast, the Marcus and Mike Show. Marcus got a little under the weather and been out for a few months here with what you have, gallbladder surgery.
Yeah.
So he's starting to recover.
And a couple other things.
Yeah. Well, life happens, and but he is starting to recover from that. So, guys, Marcus is a very knowledgeable sports guy for you guys that do not know him or follow him on Twitter or Facebook or anything to that effect. Marcus is a huge Cowboys fan. So, Marcus, we have to start with the biggest news of the week. The Dallas Cowboys finally get their man. They finally fired Jason Garrett after many, many years of mediocrity. So first things first, man, what is your thoughts about the hiring of Mike McCarthy?
I think it's a absolutely great hire. People were talking about it's not a splash or whatever. What kind of splash do you want? The guy has been to the playoffs 9 out of 13 years. He's a Super Bowl champion. He's got 10 playoff victories, second only to Bill Belichick since about 2006.
Right.
So, I mean, this is a pretty good hire. I know people were wanting the new kid, the Matt Rule or some, Urban Meyer. But listen, you hire somebody like that, that's unproven. Jerry Jones wanted a proven commodity right now that can come in there, knows the NFL game, knows what's going on, and can already win you games. We don't have time for a college coach. Listen, I like Matt Rule. Okay, I think he had a cup of coffee in the NFL a couple of years ago with the Giants. We don't know how that would pan out. Good luck to the Carolina Panthers. All right, Urban Meyer. I think he's a good teacher of men, good coach. We don't know how successful he would go into the NFL with grown men. Listen, let me ask you a question. Nick Saban's a hell of a coach, isn't he?
Hell of a coach. Well, no. Hell of a recruiter.
Yeah, I think he's a good coach, too. He's a good X's and O's coach. You give Nick Saban a few weeks to prepare for your offense, and it's usually you're going to lose unless, you're going up against some superhuman Deshaun Watson or
right.
Johnny Manziel who caught lightning in a bottle for a year. Usually you're not going to fare too well. But listen, Nick Saban didn't do too well in the NFL, did he? So Jerry Jones did not want to take any chance on getting there, and Matt Rule not knowing the NFL game very well. Urban Meyer, he didn't want to take a chance on flaming out with Urban Meyer, whose coaching methods may not work in the NFL. He already knows that Mike McCarthy works, so he wanted a proven commodity, and I respect that, Michael, because look, we have the talent now. We don't have time to wait to see if Matt Rule can figure out the NFL game. I don't have time to see if Urban Meyer can figure out the NFL game. I don't have time for that. Let the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants and other let them figure that all out.
Yeah,
let's go with a proven coach right now in Mike McCarthy, who I know next year will get 12 victories.
Oh, that is a bold statement there, because I believe earlier in the season we both had the Cowboys going 13-3 or 12-4, yeah. and we kind of seen how that panned out in the end. Four of those you guys that are kind of new here to the show on Monday. I kind of went in on the Dallas Cowboys just a tad bit. A guy said they were further away from the Super Bowl with the hire of Mike McCarthy than the Cleveland Browns are, like if they were to hire Mike McCarthy. The reason why I said this was because Mike McCarthy is bringing a West Coast offense to a power back team. How do you think Mike McCarthy is going to, work Ezekiel Elliott into the mix, having that West Coast offense? Are they going to, cater to his needs, or, in your eyes, Marcus, what is going to happen?
Well, look, the West Coast offense, you're correct, is predicated on short passing game. from the Bill Walsh era. But look, Roger Craig flourished in it. I don't know if you remember Roger Craig, number 33 for the 49ers. He actually had 1,000 yards rushing and 1,000 yards receiving. Marshall Faulk did that, and then the Carolina running back just did that. McCaffrey. There's only 3 players that have done that, and one of those has been one of those was in the West Coast system. That was Roger Craig. Listen, Mike McCarthy hasn't had a running back like Ezekiel Elliott. Okay, he gave it to Eddie Lacy a bunch of times. I think that was the only time that in his 13 seasons with the Green Bay Packers that he was in the top 10 in rushing.
Right.
I think they kept feeding Eddie Lacy. Yeah. Listen, he hasn't had a running back like Ezekiel Elliott. Trust me, Ezekiel Elliott's going to get his touches. Okay, so I'm not worried about that.
He has to. He is worth $80 million.
Yeah.
Has to get touches.
Also Zeke should be happy. This will prolong his career. This will bring in Tony Pollard a little more. I'm not worried about this at all. Listen, this is going to help Dak Prescott